anytime you reach out, whether it's with the parry or with your forearms, you're creating opportunity for your opponent to strike. When we consider defense, we want to be able to stay tight with our limbs to our head or to our body, but not forcing it. Hey guys, Coach Vic here from the Thai Box Institute of Mar Vista, California. And today we're going to go over how to defend against straight punches using either a parry or forearm defense. My philosophy in defense follows a certain hierarchy. First one being evasion, which is any sort of movement, whether you're moving your head, moving your body, or footwork. What we're doing there is we're minimizing the amount of impact to our body. Second in the hierarchy is blocking, whether you use your forearms or your shin to defend against attacks. Then the third one is taking a hit to give a hit, which is commonly used when we're catching strikes, catching kicks, and then countering from there. But when I teach defense, it follows a sort of different approach. What I do first is I teach people how to defend against strikes using either parries or forearm defense with their hands, or learning how to check kicks with their shins. What I'm doing there is I'm teaching people defensive reflexes, to react when strikes are coming at you, to not panic, to not turn away, and to not reach out and create space and opportunity for your opponent to actually strike you. So with all that being said, let's go over how to defend against straight punches using either a parry or a forearm block. Before we cover how to parry, we just have to understand where we're going to get hit. It's typically called the center line, which is a line, an imaginary line that goes from your forehead to your nose to your chin. This is where straight punches are going to land. What we're doing is we're going to deflect the strike coming towards us using the heel of our palm, which is what we call parry. Let's start here at my fight stance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine my opponent taking a step towards me. I'm going to use a left hand to strike me. I'm going to use my right hand to parry. See that strike coming? I take a left step, right hand blocks, defends, back to stance. Yet again, I see that left hand coming towards me. I'm going to use my right hand parry to deflect. When I deflect, I don't reach out for the strike, but rather I wait for the strike, the timing of it to nearly reach me. When I feel it get close, I bump it off course using my right hand. What we're doing is we're misdirecting the energy of the strike away from us. Same thing works with the left hand. If we see a right-handed strike coming towards us, I'm going to bump it off center with my left hand parry. Remember not to reach out. Starting here in fight stance, hands up, chin down, legs shoulder apart. I imagine them taking a step towards me as they throw their right hand. I take a slight step with my lead leg, bump the right hand with the left heel of my palm. Bump, parry, turn. Whether I use my right hand or my left hand, I want to engage my whole body when I parry. It's not really an exaggerated movement, but rather just a slight bump to augment the follow through of my parry. The second series of techniques I'm going to go over on how to defend straight punch is using your forearm. When I use my forearm to defend, what I'm doing is I'm replacing the target. So if we have the center line here, my forearm is just going to go across the center line and then back to stance. Same rules apply here. If they're throwing a left-handed strike, I'm going to use my right hand. If they throw a right-handed strike, I'm going to use my left hand. And yet again, we're just replacing the target. Start my fight stance, hands up, chin down, legs shoulder width apart. I imagine my partner throwing a left-handed strike. When they throw that strike, I'm going to take a side step with my lead leg, use my right forearm to defend against the strike, and then I go back to my stance. Right forearm defends, back to stance. Replaces the target, back to stance. One more time, back to stance. If they throw a right-handed strike, I'm going to use my left arm, my left forearm to defend against the strike. And yet again, what I'm doing is just replacing the target. I'm going to start my fight stance, hands up, chin down. You see that right-handed strike coming towards me. I'm going to use my left arm to defend. Left arm replaces. Left arm blocks. You always want to time the strike as it's coming towards you. Remember to not reach out for it. It's really important that you keep a tight guard. I'm going to give you guys a practice drill. What I advise is that you go ahead and work all these different combinations for a full 3-minute round. Now what we're doing is we're going to defend against the strike and counter with the strike. So there's 2 things happening. We're working on our defense reflex and we're working on our countering reflex. First combination we're going to work on is jab, block, jab. Starting our fight stance, hands up, chin down. Take that step, throw the jab. I'm going to imagine a left-handed strike coming towards me. Replace my forearm, counter with the jab. Jab, block, jab. That's your first combination. Jab, block, jab. Jab, block, jab. Remember to go back to your stance when you're done replacing the target down the middle. Second combination, it's going to be jab, parry, jab. Throw the left, parry with the right, counter with the left. So start here in our fight stance, hands up, chin down. Take that step, throw the jab, parry, jab, back to stance. Jab, parry, jab, back to stance. One more time. Jab, parry, jab, back to stance. Yet again, remember when you're done executing the defense to go back to your stance. Third combination. Now we're going to work on the 1-2, block with the left, counter with the right. 1-2, block, cross. Hands up, chin down, legs shoulders apart, fight stance. We throw the 1-2, 1-2. I imagine the right strike coming. Block with my left, counter with my right. 1-2, block, counter. One more time. 1-2, block, counter. Fourth strike. Yet again, we'll start with the 1-2. Now we're going to parry the right strike with the left hand, counter with the right. 1-2, parry, cross. 1-2, parry, cross. One more time. 1-2, parry, cross. Remember, anytime we apply defense, right, we're using a bit of our body to be able to parry or deflect the strike. And what that's also doing is putting us in position to be able to counter quickly right away. Common mistakes that people make when they're first learning defense is that they always reach out for the strike. Remember, we want to be able to time the strike coming towards us and to develop the reflex and the reaction to either parry or defend. Anytime you reach out, whether it's with the parry or with your forearms, you're creating opportunity for your opponent to strike. When we consider defense, we want to be able to stay tight with our limbs to our head or to our body, but not forcing it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed a bit of an introduction to defense. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you feel yourself, tag us at the Thai Boxing Institute or use the hashtag TBI Home Workout if you would like me to critique your technique. I promise I'll be nice. Thank you for watching.